What happens if we hand the church back to those whom Jesus was most for? What happens if we leave the saved people market and we do what Jesus did? We live like Jesus, we look like Jesus, we love like Jesus. What happens if we decide we're not trying to save saved people? We are not a safe place for saved people. We're a healthy place for messy people. What happens if we decide that we trust Jesus when he says, I will use the foolish to shame the wise, and I will use the weak to shame the strong? What happens when we trust him in every nagging voice in our head that says, what are you doing? You don't know enough Bible. You don't pray enough. You're not strong enough. You're not smart enough. Your church doesn't have enough money. You can't steward the movement of God when there's so many other people that have tried it and they turned it into something that was entirely self-serving. Don't you know you're just going to do the same? What happens when we stop listening to the voices in our head and we just decide to follow Jesus? When Jesus says, follow me, we go, let's see. If a broken person, if a messy sinner like me, let's see what happens when messy people like me take a step to follow Jesus.